Okay, so welcome back to Escape from Castle Nunwi. Let's play, I should always say let's play first. Let's play Escape from Castle Nunwi, episode 2. I'm just going to stick down the audio a tiny bit so my voice is hopefully a bit louder. Is that working? Yes, I think so. Good. Now, I have resumed recording. This episode could be another half an hour. It could be hours. We'll see what happens. It's late and my wife's out for the evening and I literally have nothing better to do than record Let's Plays of old 2D video games update and talk about philosophy. So let's do some more of that. I've got my water for my poor voice. Just to warn you, I know at least one of my students doesn't like the sound of eating or drinking, and they've made that clear to me before, but there will be the occasional sound of me drinking water on this Let's Play. Thought I'd give that as a health warning. Alright, back we go. Round 2, episode 2, file 1, Desmond and Bob. So we are in the chamber of Captain Kierke, aka Kierkegaard. So Kierkegaard I can talk about with some authority because Kierkegaard, or Kierkegaard for the pretentious wannabe Danish speakers among you, was the philosopher that I looked at for my doctorate, because I do have a doctorate. It's not fake, I assure you. And I looked at him in the theology department at Oxford, actually, looking at his theological aesthetics and what he said about Christian creative vocation. However, I had to obviously read a lot of philosophical things he had to say as well. It's a bit of a random jump to go from Socrates to Descartes to Kierkegaard, so 500 plus BC, whatever it is, to 16th century to 19th century. But hey, it's a computer game. You can't expect too much academic rigor. I guess these are just my favourite philosophers at the time. I liked Kierkegaard even back then. So what we're meant to do in this stream, it's a bit of a puzzle. Let's talk to these people and find out what they say. So Red, oh wow, here we go. Straight away, Red says, I like sexual intercourse, though sometimes I seduce women for fun and then abandon them. Mozart is good. That's clearly a reference to a character in Kierkegaard called A, or the aesthete, and even more than that, a reference to Johannes, the author of the Diary of the Seducer, which makes up part of A's papers in the book Either Or, which is the subject of the only academic article I have had successfully published thus far in my life and career. Who knows if there'll be more. So Red's got to represent the aesthete, someone who lives for pleasure. Kierkegaard's an existentialist, very broadly speaking. He's analysing existence. His most famous idea is the 3 spheres of existence. That's what gets put around most commonly in relation to him, as well as the leap to faith, not of faith, to faith. The spheres of existence are an analysis of the different ways that a human being can live their life, and basically Kierkegaard's saying it comes down to 3 different ways, or there's subdivisions within those. And one way is as an aesthete, basically living for your own pleasure. I don't know why I left those words on the screen so long, I should probably get rid of them. So this person is living in the aesthetic sphere. Ooh, fun trivia that I've just noticed. The music that is playing is a MIDI version of one of the songs, I'm going to turn it up a bit, of my 6th form band, Teklectia. You won't be able to find anything by them online because they no longer exist. They stopped existing when I finished 6th form. One of my 6th form bands, I should say, actually, because there was more than one. Black Collar Workers were probably even better than Teklectia. Anyway, I digress. Blue. It is better to marry than to screw around, either figuratively or literally. Wow. Gosh, I'm really glad that I've edited out the obscenities from this computer game. So this person's advocating marriage. They're what we would call, in Kierkegaard's terms, living in the ethical sphere. So Judge Wilhelm would be one of his pseudonyms who inhabits the ethical sphere. Yellow. If God tells me to kill my son, I must obey. If I trust in my father, then he will watch out for me. So this is a religious person. The 3rd sphere, the highest sphere, is the sphere of religiousness. Of, first of all, passionate inwardness, but that becomes most intensified. Ooh, excuse me, wow. When that passionate inwardness is focused on the God-man, on Christ, the paradox of the transcendent becoming incarnate within immanence. That's the highest pitch of subjectivity and passion, inward passion for Kierkegaard, which you find in religiousness, well, B, and then arguably C as well in the religious sphere. So he's in the religious sphere, fine. White, I believe in God and go to church, but get lost, etc. So this person talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. They're a hypocrite. They're part of what Kierkegaard would call the purely cultural form of Christianity, Christendom. This won't be on the test, this isn't relevant to AQA philosophy, but knowing about Kierkegaard will just make you a better person in general. You can decide which of these spheres you want to live in. Really, we're in all of them. I recommend trying out this one though. I try to live in the religious sphere. Part of that, so the religious encompasses the ethical, and the ethical encompasses the aesthetic. You'll always have an aesthetic nature, but the ethical religious project is one that tries to almost master the aesthetic and recapture it for a higher ideal, well, an ideal and then a higher purpose, really. That's my interpretation. That's how I would articulate an understanding of the spheres. Who's green? My name is Hegel. Aha! Kierkegaard's arch nemesis. Hegel. What's in this bucket? Achilles' shoes. That makes total sense. In a bucket! What's this mountain? Doesn't tell you. It's just for show. As you can see, graphics are really my strong point. Pretentious philosophical nonsense is really my strong point, if you can call it that. Let's talk to Kierke. Have you finished talking? Gosh, I don't think I'll ever finish talking in this Let's Play. But for now, yeah. You might want to save now. Thank you for that. Right, Captain Kierke. Let's commence. Who is the aesthete? I said that was right. The hedonist, the pleasure chaser. Who's the knight of faith? Hold on, that would be yellow. Correct. Bling. Who is part of Christendom? White. Who is the ethicist? Blue. Who is the Antichrist? Because Kierkegaard hated Hegel, or at least he hated what he knew of Hegel through the Danish Hegelians. Thank you for that, John, whatever your name is. Who's that scholar? Doesn't matter. Academics are never going to watch this. It's way too lowbrow. Blah 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 blah. That was green, wasn't it? Captain Kierke says, good. 5 out of 5. I'd hope so. I've got a PhD on you. What you believe, how you believe, cheese. How you believe is more important for Kierkegaard. He said subjectivity is truth. He said that under a pseudonym, Johannes Climacus. What was the name of my fiancée? It was Regina. Yeah, Kierkegaard has an amazing life story. Go and find out about it. Engaged very young. No, not very young. She was very young. He was around 30. Broke it off all of a sudden. No one really knows why. Maybe he had some sort of physical deformity. Maybe he was guilt-ridden. Maybe he just wanted to write. Don't we all? But no one really knows what happened there. He had his reasons, I'm sure. Either or, this is a reference to his book. Ultimately, you've got to say, though, God knows. You get a little bit, so either is aesthetic or is the ethical sphere. You get a little bit of religiousness, arguably, creeping into either or in the sermon right at the end. That's fun to investigate. You should go and read that book as well. Read either or, read Fear and Trembling. Maybe read Concluding Unscientific Postscript, but good luck to you. Read Philosophical Fragments. That's where the action is. That is an amazing book. God knows. Yes. Am I a fideist? That means someone who believes faith is irrational. Well, pseudonymously speaking, perhaps, but it's even just within your pseudonyms, Kierkegaard, it's not as straightforward as that. So I'm going to say sort of. I think Kierkegaard thought there was some kind of rational framework that could give rise to faith, despite what it says is a completely unscientific postscript, or at least that could allow the possibility of faith based on a commitment made rationally, even if it's not rationally demonstrable. So I would say he thinks faith is ultimately irrational in nature, but can to some extent be described rationally, something like that. So I'm going to say sort of, and I wrote the game, so that's right. What's the name of the mountain in the middle of the room? Abraham to Kaiser Kaptain. You've all read your Bible, so you know that the answer is not Sinai, famous, not Everest, not in the Bible. Moriah! Oh yes, 10 out of 10. Still got it. Let's battle. Here's another tediously long battle. What else can I say about this guy? Why is he so important? Why do a PhD on him? Why read his stuff? I think he's important because he is a Christian and a philosopher, and therefore he's an example to me. Not just a philosopher, but a theologian and a writer of great literature. I think he's important. Well, lots of other people thought he was important, not to make too big a deal on that. But Wittgenstein said he was by far the most profound thinker of the 19th century. That must mean he had something going for him. Heidegger loves him if you're that way inclined, if you back for that too, if you like people like Heidegger, you're going to need to look into Kierke. Sartre loved him. But even in the analytic tradition, he commands quite a lot of respect. That'd be an interesting thing to post up on, actually. And he's just utterly profound. He does waffle sometimes. He does make up words confusingly, and sometimes he just wanted to cut to the chase. Believe me, read too much Kierkegaard in my time. But the things you have to say about faith, things you have to say about God, about life, about pleasure, about how to live your life, about how not to live your life, his profound, angsty, existential musings, they're just very, very impacting, deep, thought-provoking. Even if you don't agree with him, there's so much richness to be found in Kierkegaard to converse with as you seek to live as a human being in this crazy, crazy world. Yeah, man. Right, let's try and pick him up. I'm going to stop at the fight in the street. I'm losing quite a bit. It's not really quite enough to take down both guys and Bob. Let's do special. Oh, let's try that fallacy. Okay, let's recover the fatigue. Bob got a special move. Let's try Angry Bird. That was pretty good. And these are Okay, I'm going to use Desmond's Descartes special move, which we glossed over earlier, didn't really talk about, the cogito. So, I think therefore I am the starting point in Descartes' philosophy, which he can't doubt, which he then proceeds from and works his way up from. And Bob can just pluck again. Bob pluck. Desmond is like first foundation, builds up on it, then craps on you from on high. Good thing I edited out the rude words, but perhaps still a little bit naughty, isn't it? Sorry for that. Kierkegaard shifting paradigms. Well, I thought that would take him out. That was an anti-climax. Okay, we're going to use something else. Let's restore some health to Descartes. And Bob, what are you going to do? Oh, redistribute FP, that seems good. No, let's use the cogito again. By the way, I haven't made other RPG related games. If you're clever, you can find them. This isn't an advert, but like I said, if you're clever, you can find them. There's one which I spent about 7 years or something making. I'm quite proud of that. More people need to play it. It's got a 4-star review on RPGmaker.net. It's called the Cerebral Symphony. There you go. That's all the Come on, Cogito. Oh, back again. It's not down yet. Yeah, like I said, the battles in this game are too long. I did make an edited version, but it's not on this computer, where the battles are shorter. But at least it gives me a chance to talk nonsense, actually, while I'm wading through them. Oh man, I really might have options here. This game is too hard. Okay, let's try and end this up. Go down, Captain. Go down. Yes, did it. Captain Kierke's been defeated. This is the music from Sonic. Apologies to Sega for that. Okay, Beta, well you beat me, well done, I guess you can move on to other philosophers now. Let's do that. And this is more music by my band. I'm cool, I was in a band. I play the drums. You found an electrotherapy kit. I think that's like the Phoenix down of this game that revives you if you down. And that's empty, great. I really need to heal up, I think. This is just, by the way, this is generic honky-tonk piano, like saloon piano music. I like it, it's good. We can start for a game. Whoa there, partner. You just stepped onto my turf, says the cowboy. Are you the evil sorcerer? No, I'm Witty G and I've taken over these here parts. This is my territory on account of I've defeated all who cross paths with me. Do you want to take me on in the shootout? I suppose I ought to. Let's go! Are you going to heal me first? I'm totally going to die in this battle. Oh well, never mind. If you want to go head-to-head against me, you've got to earn the right to by winning a little language game first. Okay, so this isn't a cowboy. This is actually Witty G. Why am I making a cowboy? It's pretty dumb, really. It's just because of a piece of trivia. Most of this game is just based on trivia. That Ludwig Wittgenstein, one of the most influential and important philosophers of the early 20th century, a philosopher of language predominantly. He liked watching cowboy movies on a projector late at night rather than recording Let's Play videos of philosophy games. He watched cowboy movies. So why not make this caricature of him where he is a cowboy in your game? Why not? Okay, here's the rules. Seeing as you don't think language is the key, you've got to get only 5 out of 10 synonyms right. Oh, I'm really glad I answered that at the start. Ah, the music's looped. No, it's just cutting out. Oh, and you might want to save your game here just in case you ain't got no ability with words. That's ironic. Double negative. File 2. Right, I'm just going to fail this eventual battle because I haven't healed. Oh well. Contentious is synonymous with... Well, it's not actually, but I think I thought it was synonymous with litigious when I made this. Whoops. Coruscating is synonymous with shining. That is true. Credulous is believing, if you look at it technically. Spurious is kind of like bogus. Deduction is a form of reasoning. Not all reasoning is deductive, I suppose, but yeah, analytic deduction, let's say you could loosely say that's synonymous with reasoning. Derogatory is synonymous with disparaging. Arbitrary is synonymous with... You're learning all sorts by watching this, aren't you? Capricious. What if it's about a person? Didactic is synonymous with instructive. I'm so didactic. Facile is synonymous with... Now, I think this is another one where it's debatable, but I think I thought it was trite. Yes, ethos. This is just bad now. Philosophy. Yeah, loosely, very loosely. Your ethos, your philosophy. Not proper use of the word philosophy in this context though. 10 out of 10, Kelsey Priest. Wow, you ain't half bad. Okay, you can take me on now. I'm glad I saved because I'm probably going to lose this battle. If I lose it, then I will restart the recording after this point in the game. But let's try and win it. Respond. Okay, I can revive someone if they die, that's good. I'm going to hit him with a big fat cogito. And then I'll do some autopilot later. We'll talk about it this time. Okay, Bob's just going to die soon. Poor Bob. Well, we just put it, which is 5 HP. Yes. Pot shot with his power gun. Great. Right, what can I say about Wittgenstein while I'm slowly killed by him in this game? It's very interesting because again, this isn't in the test, you don't really know. Actually, no, you might need to know a little bit about Wittgenstein on religious language. And possibly his philosophy of mind, but I'm not teaching that right now, so I can't remember. He's interesting because he changed his mind about his philosophy sort of halfway through. There's early Wittgenstein, and let's talk about late Wittgenstein. Early Wittgenstein sees language, which is what he's predominantly interested in, as basically representative of what's out there in the world. So he wrote this very hard to understand, possibly even for his mentor Bertrand Russell, who knows, but the Tractatus Philosophicus, what a ridiculous title. And in it, he basically sort of mathematically outlined his vision of language in the world, whereby what language is doing, what good language is doing, is just mapping reality, okay? It's describing the world as it is, and where it can't, it shouldn't try, and where it isn't doing it properly, that means something's gone wrong with the language, if there is something there to be spoken about at all. Basically ending up thinking that all philosophical problems were at the end of the day problems of language, and you could solve them by looking at the language, which turned out to be quite a lot of people off philosophy sometimes. Famous line at the end of Tractatus, whereof which, well, I'm going to misquote it, but about which one cannot speak, one should pass over in silence. That gets thrown around a lot, often used to refer to religious matters like God, in the manner of, say, the logical positivist, and indeed A.J. Ayer in verificationists, who would say, if you can't observe something, if you can't empirically verify it, it's meaningless to talk about it. You could interpret that line as that way, you don't have to. That's one view about religious language. It's a non-cognitivist view, seeing it as ultimately not referring to anything meaningful. I disagree with that profoundly for many reasons. Wittgenstein actually did an about turn on that kind of thing, like I said as well. Later on, completely flipped his mind, changed his mind, flipped, well maybe a little bit loopy, he was always a bit, a few lederhosen short of sausage parties. That's really terrible metaphor, I'm so sorry, analogy. But he changed his mind and he decided that actually it's the other way around. It's not that language maps reality, it's actually more like, oh no, I've lost data, oh crap. Right, let's see a problem with these people. It's actually that language forms part of reality, and the way that you speak is meaning is plastic. So if the adage for early Wittgenstein is the meaning determines the use, late Wittgenstein says the use determines the meaning. He outlined this idea in a book called Philosophical Investigations, by which he means, I think that words can mean all sorts of different things. They have family resemblances to other, their meanings to one another. And the way you use a word ultimately is going to affect what it means, and it can be used in different ways and therefore mean different things. This conception of language is essentially seeing language as a kind of game that you play, and which is, well, different games, plural in fact, that are wedded to different forms of life. And for late Wittgenstein, the language game of religion, the form of life religion, becomes once again a sort of a legitimate expression of existence in the world, a way of being in the world. By the way, it still can be metaphysically referential. I was very keen to clarify that when I met Stephen Mulhall, who's a Wittgenstein expert. But basically, I'm dead. Yeah, that's probably appropriate because this explanation isn't very clear. I've been trying to focus on winning the battle, not really explaining too well. Okay, what I'll do is I will get back to this place and restart, I think. Yeah. Alright. I guess that's going to be the end of episode 2. Beat me in my own game. You suck! That's so encouraging. I thought it was just game over, but no, it's actually just that I suck. Thanks so much, me. Right, I guess I'll see you in episode 3, guys.